Let's get it crunkin' on it. This dancery, she got you open, now you're floating. So, got to dance with me. Don't need no hateration. In this dancery, let's get it crunkin', baby. Come on, baby, let's get on now. Oh, let's get on down. Let's get on down. While we getting down, while we getting down. Oh, I don't know, maybe because it's the 16th. Hey, what that mean? It's the 16th. What that mean? Oh, I don't know. That may mean that today's the last day of 40 Days of Fashion. We made it, guys. We made it. Oh my gosh. Speech. Okay. I want to first thank God for giving me the strength to get up here and do this every day. Okay. Secondly, I want to thank myself for carrying out the ideas. Okay. I want to thank my Billy Clan third because y'all have been supporting me since day one. Okay. And I want to thank, well, baby, that's all the thanking. I'm done. Yes. On a serious note, I appreciate everyone who has been tuning in since day one. We have officially finished 40 Days of Fashion series, and I am so excited. This could not have been done without y'all motivating me by viewing my videos, because yeah, that's a lot of motivation, guys. If I'm not mistaken, the highest viewed video is the boho video, but let's go run up the other ones as well. Before we start something new, and we'll talk about that in another video after this, after 4 Days of Fashion is through. Have some more stuff cooking up for y'all. So this is not the end, okay? This is only the beginning of a legacy, okay. You already know what to do, but just in case you may have forgot, dancing to the music in the beginning, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all share, and make sure y'all subscribe to Little Old Me, okay? Little Old Me. You want to learn more stuff about fashion, you want to see my fashion business startup, if you want to see how I grow as a designer, and just all things fashion and lifestyle, make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all subscribe, okay? Today's topic, the last topic of 40 Days of Fashion, cultural appropriation. This is probably another term that we have heard throughout our lifetime, and have seen, but probably don't know exactly what it means. So by definition, in short, cultural appropriation is where we take a portion of material, fabric, a clothing item, an artifact, and we use it in a way that is not originally supposed to be used. And we do this by not paying homage to the people who actually have made it or whose culture it belongs to. And this is another ethical issue. We talked about greenwashing as one of the most crucial ethical issues, but this is another ethical issue because it's taking something that belongs to a culture and we're normalizing it or westernizing it because of a trend. And we're on social media. So we see trends come and go. And for example, making hijabs popular, it is a form of cultural appropriation because it is offensive and insensitive to Muslim women. They wear it to preserve their identities and purity. And if we're just wearing it because, hey, this looks cool, we saw so-and-so wearing it, maybe we should wear it too. It's culturally insignificant if you are not a Muslim. It's just important to maintain the integrity of items. These are sacred items. These are aspects of cultures that are representative of who they are and who some of their people are, especially if they are an indigenous people or people who culture, their history is not really recorded a lot because people have forcefully made it irrelevant for some reason. It's just insensitive to continue to use something that is not yours. And cultural appropriation is done like throughout history, like even doing so now. And it could be either done knowingly or unknowingly. I mean, it's one thing to do it unknowingly, but to know that you're doing it and still proceed to do it, that's another issue. So we need to make sure that we are being vigilant of what we're doing when it comes to trying not to offend people and just accept their culture. A way to resolve it, however, is to include that person. Like if you're doing a show and you want to pay homage to a certain culture, you can have people from that culture make something and be present in the show. If you just having like your designers, your crew making things based on this culture, taking inspiration from that culture, putting in a show, decorating the show with all the different things pertaining to that culture, but no person in that culture is in the show, then what sense does that make? And a lot of stuff like that, like all this like cultural appropriation, sometimes some ads do it. There's plenty of campaigns and ads from like certain brands and businesses that have done this. So it's not something that's just like brand new. It's not something that's exclusive. This is like an ongoing situation. With social media being so popular, for example, the hijabs, they become a trend. Everybody, one person wears it on a runway or a different form of it on a runway, and then their followers wear it. And then everybody and their mama is wearing it before you know it. Overall, cultural appropriation simply disregards the significance and just kind of erases the meaning of certain items. For example, rosary beads. I saw a few months ago in a fashion show where rosary beads were just used as like an accessory. I'm like, is this person Catholic? Like it's offensive to people who practice Catholicism. I mean, you're not a Catholic person. You're not using this for religious purposes. Why are we just rocking rosary beads? Why are we just having around our neck and just like kind of like folding them up kind of? And that's the thing, like some people don't even use it correctly. They just mishandle it, and it's like, why are you treating this like this? But back to like social media has the power to make something gain so much traction to the point that it becomes a trend or a micro trend. And that could have been a thing where people just start wearing rosary beads. But like, oh yeah, this is cool. I want to go get a bracelet like that, or I want to go get a necklace like that. And the whole time they don't know that it's for religious reasons, So that's just like a thing we really have to educate ourselves on different cultures. If we don't know what something is for, if we don't know what its use is and how it's significant to certain cultures, we need to educate ourselves on that culture and that thing before we use it. Another thing is we need to make sure that we are using items made by people in that culture, as well as inviting some people from that culture as models or spokespeople or whatever the case may be, however you try to integrate them into your brand for your campaign and your ads to make sure that you are not practicing cultural appropriation. And with that, 40 Days of Fashion comes to an end. Now stay tuned for more.